Two breaking stories just came out about the Raiders, and they're already shaking things up. One involves a name no one expected to shine this early, and the other, well, it made even the most excited fans go silent for a moment. And right in the middle of it all, a comment from head coach Pete Carroll added even more questions about what's really going on. These are the latest updates on the team, and if you thought Week 1 was wild, wait until you hear what's behind these headlines. Let's start with a debut that caught a lot of people off guard. The Raiders kicked off their season in style, taking down the Patriots in a game that had plenty of fireworks, especially from Vegas's side of the ball. The offense found its groove when it really counted, and man, Brock Bowers and Geno Smith were flat out ballin'. The Pats were already in a rough spot with their top corner Christian Gonzalez sidelined, and the Raiders wasted no time picking on that weak spot. Geno Smith looked sharp slinging it around, showing off that arm talent we've all seen flashes of before. The ground game didn't exactly light it up, but that air attack, it was humming. And maybe the most exciting part? It wasn't just the usual suspects making plays. Enter Dont'e Thornton Jr., the Raiders' rookie wideout who made the most of his moment. Jim Wyman from PFF even gave him a nod as one of the standout rookies from Week 1. Thornton was the only Raider to make that list, edging out some solid names like Ashton Jeanty. Not bad for a guy just getting his feet wet in the league. Thornton came into the league already turning heads. He's 6'5", runs a blazing 4.3 40, and weighs in over 200 pounds. That's a monster build for a receiver. And even though he only hauled in 2 catches on 4 targets in his debut, both grabs moved the chains. First downs only, baby. That's how you earn trust from your QB and coaching staff. Sure, he left a little meat on the bone out there, but the Raiders clearly see something in him. They're already using him like a WR2, WR3, which means they're not just stashing him. They're putting him in position to make plays. That's only going to grow as the season rolls on. But next week? That's the real test. The Chargers are coming to town, and their defense isn't handing anything out for free. Thornton's going to need to work harder to get open, especially if Geno's primary reads, Bowers and Jacoby Myers, are getting all the attention. But that might just play into the rookie's hands. If he can win his one-on-ones and find space, Smith will find him. Bottom line, Thornton made a solid first impression, and even though he's not the centerpiece just yet, he's already proving he belongs. If he keeps stacking these games, don't be shocked if by next season he's the top dog in that receiver room. Teams are watching now, and so should we. But if that debut was surprising, this next update just dropped, and it could change the mood real quick. The Raiders might have walked out of Sunday with a W against the Patriots, but it wasn't all sunshine and celebrations. There was a scary moment in the third quarter that had fans holding their breath. Star rookie tight end Brock Bowers looked like he tweaked something in his knee on a non-contact play, and you know how that goes. Those are the ones that usually set off alarm bells. Bowers was spotted limping and getting looked at by the trainers on the sideline, but never made it back into the game. The buzz started immediately. Was it serious? Would he miss significant time? For a Raiders offense that just found its rhythm, losing Bowers would have been a massive gut punch. But here's the good news. It looks like disaster was averted. Both Bowers and head coach Pete Carroll have made it clear. Things aren't as bad as they looked. In fact, Bowers has been labeled day-to-day, which, considering how bad it initially looked, is about the best-case scenario you could ask for. Carroll, always the ultimate player's coach, reassured everyone during his Monday presser, "Really, we're just going day-to-day. Those guys are tough guys now. They're not going to take the easy way out on this one. They're all going to push to get right." Classic Pete. Cool, calm, and backing his guys. And here's another bit of good fortune. The Raiders' next game isn't until Monday night, when they host the Chargers in their home opener. That gives Bowers an extra day to rest, rehab, and potentially suit up. Expect him to pop up on the injury report with some limited practice tags, but all signs are pointing toward him being good to go, or at least close. Bottom line, breathe easy, Raider Nation. Bowers didn't dodge a bullet. He ducked a cannonball. And now, with an extra day to get right, he's still on track to suit up and help this team chase a 2-0 start. Keep your eyes on those practice reports. But for now, it looks like the big man's sticking around. One guy's making noise, and another situation could shift everything. Raiders fans better stay alert. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single twist this season.